You know, we have a bet, Phil, we have a bet with Patrick. Every 10 minutes to see how many sessions of 10 seconds he'll be quiet. You know how much I'm losing so far?
Me?
You never have no 10 seconds, you were quiet.
Well,
yeah.
I was told to come in and liven up the game that you guys are a bunch of wet noodles, so I just did what I was told. I mean, Chris has said 3 words.
Eli Elezra, who's happy to gamble and play. He calls.
3 words. You have 6-7, nice hand. He ain't said another word.
Matusow passes.
I'm just here for your entertainment value.
And Elezra and Ivey are both pretty deep. Elezra with $363,000 in front of him. Oh, and we could have fireworks here. Elezra a top pair. Ivey with a set of jacks.
5,000.
I'm going to enjoy it more when I get a little revenge, Mr.
You know what, Phil?
I can imagine this going check, bet, call, check, bet, call, check, bet, call.
Let me tell you how much
Unless a 9 comes off, and look at that. That's trouble.
Yeah, that could be trouble. That's 2 pair for Eli Elezra.
And we saw Eli Elezra has no problem committing all his chips with 2 pair. Phil Ivey is a master at building a pot.
I'm willing to take side bets. Yeah, but tomorrow.
Why would I even? I haven't talked to Nat since I come.
I know, but
There's $15,000 in the pot. The chance of this going well over 100,000. And Mike's just talking in the background.
I know that. I heard this from a higher up that this was already set up. I said, and I'm willing to take side bets for any of you guys that want to bet on against Phil.
First of all, it's not set up.
It's not set up.
13,000.
We've got a $13,000 bet from Phil Ivey.
Well, I'd like to ask the person that told me this.
And one thing we've seen in the first 2 seasons of the $1 Million Cash Game is when he flops a big hand, he builds a pot. And that's what he's doing here.
I heard you're playing a cash game tomorrow.
It was kings against queens.
Like 100 buying each or something.
And then the very next hand, and a few hands later, an ace queen, a few ace king from my last few. And then she wrote that she beat me playing.
And Elezra raises 25,000 more.
It's nothing to do with that. I just want to.
Oh, and things have been going Elezra's way until now. He's not drawing dead. He can still catch a king to win this pot.
Wow, Mike.
I'm just wondering if it's possible for him to get away from it if Phil decides to re-raise again. If Phil raises 40, 50,000, I don't think Eli's going anywhere. Not famous for his tough laydowns, Eli.
Ivey started this hand with $181,000, and I'm pretty sure this is all going to go in. Ivey's one to build pots.
Well, he's only flat called. Maybe he's afraid of the straight.
Obviously, the Queen-10 open-ended straight draw would have gotten there. Only we know that Ivey is ahead. Pot is $91,000. And this is an interesting question. When Elezra bets this pot, can Ivey raise it?
Well, he does. He does make some very good value plays, Phil Ivey.
And the pot is $45,000. The bet is $45,000. The pot is $136,000. $45,000 to Phil Ivey. Another monster pot.
Well, he's not thinking about passing. I'm pretty sure about that, Phil. He's trying to decide whether it's worth doing a value raise.
Yeah, he's definitely going to at least call this. And the table has finally noticed the big pot, and they've quieted down.
And by the table, you mean Mike.
$136,000 pot, $45,000 bet to Phil Ivey. Now, if Ivey raises this, can Elezra get away from 2 pair?
In truth, if Phil does raise this, there isn't really a lot that Eli could beat.
Nothing at all. But as we've noticed, Elezra doesn't like to throw away hands. Ferguson watching on. Ivey trying to decide what to do. And Ivey raised 50,000 more. Elezra calls. Elezra actually didn't think he raised, turned over his hand. Ivey actually raised 50,000 more. Elezra quickly calls, and that is an absolute monster pot.
Nearly $250,000 in that pot. I think Ellie was a little bit confused, didn't see the 2 black chips.
Yeah, that
with Phil putting his chips across the line, turned his hand over, but then said call as soon as he saw that it was going to cost him an extra 50,000.
You guys get cards like this. I'm yet to make a pair.